In Inglewood, California. This is the National Football League.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Stafford now to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give, running right is Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. He'll dump this off to Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Sony Michel there to make the grab. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. It's a run with Akers. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Garoppolo now. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here in a 3rd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Then, boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this 1st half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, and he lost the football. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24, Lance. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford flushed out right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any point. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Lance going to throw. His throw incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, it's Mitchell, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. 2nd and 5. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Stafford hooking up with Akers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So we reach an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. Again looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on fourth down, but they're going once more. Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On first down, Akers. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
On second down now, it's Mitchell, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is caught, Jennings. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Stafford. Flushed out right. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. And they will run it with Michel. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Sony Michel. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On play action, now Garoppolo. That's Samuel, caught left side. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On 3rd down, Mitchell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some open field here. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, 66 yards. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford rolling to his right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham, second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not 1 touchdown, not 2 touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford flush to his right. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Stafford going to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. To throw is Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it to Stafford. Flushed out right. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Stafford on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single.